holiday for us warrants a seafood grill, and you can get as experimentative and enjoy the various flavors of the coast. Be rest assured, most of our holidays are bang on a sea show. It's fun, it's entertaining, and it's something that we've known growing up all through our childhood years. While a seafood grill is very brunchy or very luncheon fare, it can form the basis of a great meetup with friends where you just have your grill set and you put it straight on the table and everybody can dig in and enjoy. My seafood grill today has an assortment of sorts. It's got some wild salmon with some Japanese scents. It's got some tiger shrimps with fenny and mustard, very Goan in their making. It's got squids with the great influence that garlic and butter bring to it. You pair this grill with some grilled pineapples and a fabulous salsa, and you have a meal truly worthy just to dig in and enjoy. Let's get to creating it. Now, for those who know me know I always make it easy, make it simple, and I use a cast iron griddle that really works to the advantage. Ensure your cast iron is nice and seasoned and it's on the slowest possible simmer, giving it that uniform heat. While that is heating up on the other side, let's get to marinating our seafood. So firstly, for the shrimp, we are going to go fenny and mustard, a very coconut fenny infusion along with some stone ground honey mustard. So I'm going to take a good dollop of it, about a tablespoon, just dunk it to half kg of shrimps. I've got about 12 shrimps out here. Into that, I'm going to drizzle in about 20 to 30 ml of fenny and just allow them to mix with each other. You want a little bit of spice into this creation, and that gets through with some green chilies. So about 2 green chilies finely chopped, and we're just going to allow all this to infuse with each other. A fine sprinkling of some celery salt out here. And I'm going to use various different salts just to accentuate the overall dish. So allow this to mix and your shrimps are ready to be marinating on the side. For me, squids in a seafood grill have to have that garlicky butter influence, which has that fine sense of cilantro coming in at the end. And that's the only way I enjoy squids, because they cook so fast that you cook it on a grill that is switched off. So into 500 grams of squids out here, what I've done is I've just taken the entire tube and slit it into half lengthwise, given it slight scoring marks on the squid, and the tentacles just bring out that flavor. So out here, into this goes about a heaped teaspoon of some garlic paste. Go as liberal as you can handle, or even as minimalistic as you want. Put that in, and we're going to infuse this now with some rosemary lavender salt, just so that it has those tinges of perfectness here and there. You can just use normal sea salt as well to ensure the flavors merge very well. Just allow everything to mix with each other. The garlicky giving it that sharp overtones that is perfect for this great grill. So mix this and set it on the side. Now for the salmon, I've got 4 fillets, about 150 grams each, and this just needs to steep in some sushi vinegar. So I'm going to put a large sprinkling of it, at least about 30 to 40 mils of it, along with some orange rind. So just put the rind of one orange and allow it to scatter in. It releases all its essential oils and it's perfect for that great sushi magic. Season this as well with some rosemary lavender sea salt. And because I'm in a little experimentative mode, along with some celery sea salt to just give it that bursting flavor of goodness, with a slight dash of some freshly milled black pepper, and just allow this to sit on the side for another 15 minutes, marinating and absorbing all the flavors within. I always like to add one unique, one stylish element into this seafood grill, whether it is some watermelon grilled or some pineapples at times. Just add a fruit, it just elevates and accentuates the entire concept of a seafood grill. So out here I've got 5 slices of pineapple because I personally am not a great fan of this fruit, but I know everybody else loves it. Into these, I'm going to put about a tablespoon of some spice, and I'm using the gorgeous heat from the peri spice. So just sprinkle that on top and go as dramatic as possible, because the juiciness and the tart element of the pineapple merges with the citrusy spice of the peri spice. Give this a fine sprinkle of some celery salt again, and just allow this to sit on the side. You don't need to do too much out here, because you grill this right at the end. With everything marinating really well, now comes to creating a salsa with some chip, just to balance out the entire concept and have everybody mingle in really well. So I make really weird salsas, and I'm not saying they are weird. It's a perfect marriage of flavors. It's got muskmelon with avocado salsa, which has the right sweetness, the right tartness, and the spice that comes alive from the fresh red chilies. So out here I've got 2 avocados, 2 Hess avocados, that I'm just going to core, roughly slice it and dunk it into I call it my hammering pot, which I enjoy hammering everything into it. Into this goes 1 muskmelon, just roughly cut. I've cut it slightly fancy, but don't be alarmed because I'm going to hammer it down as well. And we're just going to roughly cut the avocado as well. The creamy texture of this avocado is going to get mashed and smashed rather into this glorious pot. With it perfectly scored, and with a normal spoon, just scoop out the fleshy goodness into the pot. It's so simple to create this divine creation. And while I've used muskmelon and avocado, you can use some rock melon and avocado. You can go even off the beaten track and use some pineapples and avocado and create these great versions of a salsa. Fruit and avocados work really well. Throw in some fermented black beans and you have another variant of a great salsa. Scoop this. Although it's a little messy, it's fun and it's entertaining. Give this a fine sprinkle of some sea salt. A generous drizzle of some extra virgin olive oil, and this just marries everything together, along with 2 fresh red chilies that I've got finely minced going in as well. You can add some onions, but this stays longer if you just create this version, and an overload of some cilantro. So I've taken nearly 4 tablespoons of cilantro and putting it all in. And now my favorite part of muddling this entire creation. So just go right ahead. And this is a great way to de-stress. So muddle the entire thing. And don't be alarmed, because the more you muddle, the more the chili and the cilantro merges in and marries into the muskmelon and the avocado. This is quite a lustrous marriage, I tell you. Final drizzle of the juice of 1 lime, just to aid in that tart salsa-y goodness that is so required. I'm going to give this a robust drizzle of some olive oil on top, extra virgin to be precise. Only extra virgin for a salsa. And this gets to chilling in the refrigerator. And we're going to dig right off this bowl. I'm not going to plate it into anything. This pairs gorgeously well with some nachos or some Dorito chips. While this chills, now comes to the part of just grilling all the seafood. You start with the salmon, venture to the shrimp, and finish off with those gorgeous squids. With the salsa chilling, it's now time to get a little experimentative and grill. So to start off, I'm going to grill the pineapples in a pan and the seafood right on the hot griddle. So I'm just going to drizzle about 5 mils of extra virgin olive oil right on my cast iron pan. And I'm just going to put the pineapples with the peri spice and oil. Allow it to sizzle and cook to the slowest possible temperature. In these go, and I'm trying to take every last bit of that spice blend so that the pineapples get that gorgeous zing right into it. I'm going to use my hands out here and put every last bit of this on the pineapple. Allow this to grill for 2 minutes on each side on a slowest possible simmer. On a really hot griddle, we are going to get to first grilling the salmon, and I'm going to grill it skin side down right on the corner out here for about 8 minutes. I use a ratio which says for every 1 inch, cook it for 8 minutes. I'm not going to turn it, just allow them to cook on the slowest possible even heat on the side here. With the sake infused vinegar and the orange rind, I'm just going to go further oriental with a fine sprinkle of some toasted sesame oil, and that's all that's required to let this permeate and infuse with each other. Shrimps cook at 2 minutes on each side, so just place your shrimps on the other side of the griddle pan, 2 minutes on each side, and while the salmon is cooking behind, I'm just going to let these get that glorious flavor seep right in. The fenny, the chili and the mustard just marries into the entire creation. Put this, and don't forget to pour every last bit of that gorgeous marinade on the top. We're just going to drizzle this and enjoy the scents and the vapors that it gives out. Now with shrimps getting done nearly fast, you don't want them to get tough, so we're just going to turn these and allow them to have all those flavors, and watch as the pineapples grill to perfection on the other side. Do excuse Zia with the guests coming in and the shrimps nearly ready. She seems to be in the real welcoming spirit. Flip these over and just allow the spices to get perfectly infused on the other side. And while I've grilled them separately, I'm just going to take them and put them on this entire platter. The purpose out here is to take the griddle pan straight out for the guests to enjoy. When you cook salmon skin side down, watch as the salmon cooks and gets that opaque color. You do not need to flip this at all. With the shrimps done, we're just going to reserve them on the side while we get now to the fun part of grilling the squids. A dollop to a dollop and half of some gorgeous butter chiplets. I'm just using butter chiplets out here, and this is what's going to infuse with the squids. So just drizzle the squids and switch the grill off, because squids cook in exactly 30 seconds, so you do not want it to be rubbery and tough. The moment the squids curl up, they are ready, and the best way to do this on a cast iron is get it to the highest temperature and just switch it off and allow it to cook in its own heat. Perfect, and everything is ready. What's a butter garlic squid without an overload of butter? So allow that to infuse on top with a fine sprinkle of some cilantro just to give it that burst of freshness. nestle the prawns back in, and they're just going to create a little bit of styling on this gorgeous grill plate now. Some orange wedges out here, just to make the entire meal look pretty. All the salmon needs is some roughly toned sage on top, just to give it that flavor. And sage actually works really well with the orange rind, the toasted sesame oil, and that gorgeous sake vinaigrette. With this done, all I'm going to do is lift up the pineapples and nestle them on the side. With the plate still sizzling, I'm just going to nestle these grilled pineapples out here, and 2 on this side. And my slightly exotic yet stylish seafood grill is ready. A perfect appetizer and meal combo to enjoy with the entire family. You pair this along with the muskmelon and avocado salsa and some Dorito chips, and you have a great engaging meal and loads of red wine. I hope you enjoyed creating yet another simple, stylish and decadent fare to enjoy with your friends. It gets done so fast, and the trick out here is to cook everything with the right time and the right consistency. Don't forget to share loads of love by hitting on the like button, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.
Ooh. We're so lucky.